Hey everybody, it's Rhonda. And in this video, we are going to do this puffy inflated style design here inside of Affinity. I've been having a lot of requests to do something like this, so I'm just going to show you real quick how you can make this on your own, okay? So I'm inside of Affinity, and the first thing I'm going to do is come up here to the upper left and File and New. And for this type of style, this inflated puffy look, the thing I would typically use this for would be a tumbler wrap. So I am going to select my tumbler wrap preset that I have and use that. Now, if you don't already have a preset in here for a tumbler wrap, the size is just 2790 by 2460. Okay, 300 DPIs. And then I'm going to create my document. Okay, so once we have our document opened, then we're just going to, I'm going to create a rectangle on here so I can give it some color. All right, so I'm going to come over to the left, get my rectangle tool, and I'm going to grab it right up here at the upper left corner. You see I get like this little crosshairs, the red and green lines. I want to make sure they're visible, and then I'm just going to drag it all the way to the lower right corner until I see those crosshairs again. That lets me know my entire artboard is covered. Okay, so now I'm going to give that a little bit different background color. Okay, and I think I'm going to go with this pink here. All right, maybe this one. All right, so now I have the background color set for my puffy design. All right, and I am going to, and this is personal choice, I am going to lock this rectangle, because if I don't, I end up accidentally moving it around when I'm trying to grab other things, and I don't want to do that. All right, so next I'm going to decide what I'm going to put on here. We can use vector shapes tool in here. We can throw some hearts out here we want, and I'm going to select that heart and give it a different color. Obviously, let's go with that little bit darker, like a maroon look there. And I'm just going to make a few copies of this. Just hold Alt and drag to add a couple of them. And, you know, I don't know if this is how many I'm going to use or not, but I'm going to start there. And let's add some text. Mother's Day is coming up. Let's add mama. So let me put my text tool there, right? Mama. And then I want to change my font. Come up here to my favorites and decide which font I want to use. I think I'm going to go with this one, but I am going to adjust my font some. I want it skinnier, and now I'm going to make it bigger. That pretty much here in the center, just like that. Okay. And that's good. Get that centered here. There we go, right in the middle. Now we were able to bring in shapes that we made, right? We have text on here, but we can also add SVGs if we want other things. So I'm going to come up here. I already have this open in another window. I have some florals here, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the ones I want. So I'm going to hit Control C on my keyboard, and then we're going to come back over here. I'm going to paste that in, and I am going to give it the same color as my hearts. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to grab another one I might want. Maybe some of these leaves here. Copy that. Again, I'm going to paste that in, and I'm going to give that, I'm just going to give everything the same color for a simple design. You can do whatever you want. You can make these all different colors. You can, you know, do all kinds of things. It's completely up to you. I'm just trying to make things really simple this morning. So I'm just going to keep everything the same. Okay, let's go back over here now. Let's paste that one in. Oops, what did I do wrong? I know what I did wrong. Okay, so now what the heck? We don't want to do that. We don't want to find and replace. There we go. Select our flower here and give that the same color. Alrighty, so now I have some different things in here I can work with, and now I'm just going to start adjusting things and moving them around and making the sizes I want. I am going to select this flower, and I am going to group this together so I can move it around easier, not worry about only grabbing parts of it, you know. And I'm going to make this I'm going to make him tall and skinny. And I'm going to group this flower together as well. And that one's already, there is no grouping on our stem and leaves here. So we're just going to move things around now. Ooh, hold shift and drag, shift and drag. Just make as many copies of this stuff as you want to so you can move things around. Okay, I got to, let's get back on our regular selection tool. Okay, and like I said, just move things around as you want. Make the copies you want to make, resize them however you want to resize them. But I'm just, just having fun. There's no rhyme or reason. Just put things where you want to put them, get them lined up where you think they look best. And like I said, we're not going to go all crazy on this because I am just doing this to show you how we can make those puffy designs pretty darn quickly in here. Let's go back. There we go. Make some of these flowers bigger if you want. Some of the hearts smaller. Again, I thought I grouped that. Thought I had that one grouped. Let me move that up out of the way. Cool group. Okay, now let's move Mama back. Okay, now, if I was making this to sell, I would be a lot more picky about what I had on here, where I was putting things, how it was all aligned, but I'm not. This is just for us, just to see how we do it. I might do that. Let's drag this. All right. So let's say this is how we want our design laid out. Everything is done and ready to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one piece in here. I'm going to grab Mama. And I'm going to come down here to my layer effects. I'm going to click on that and I'm going to select the bevel and emboss. Okay. And I am going to first take my radius way, okay, because that's what gives us that puffy look. I'm going to change my shadow. I don't want it to be black. I want it to be more along the lines of like the deep maroon that we are working with. Okay, so we change that and I'm going to adjust the direction of this to try and get a little bit, change the look a little bit, see where I'm happy with it. Okay, and I think right about there looks pretty good to me. Okay, then I'm going to select 3D and I'm going to play with this a little bit. See if that, maybe increase our radius on the 3D look, and you can soften it if you want to. And you can, again, change the lighting direction. But I think for that, I'm going to leave that pretty much where it was. And now that looks pretty darn good to me right there. But that's all you're going to do. You're going to play with the boss and bevel and the 3D. Now, this is the cool part, okay? This is what makes this super, super easy. We're going to right click. We're going to copy. Just all we did was copy that Mama that we were working on, right? Now we're going to drag and select everything on our artboard. Then we're going to come up to edit, scroll down to paste, wait for the sub menu to pop up, and then scroll down and click on effects. And now that just copied the effects that we put on Mama to every other item on our artboard. So we don't have to sit here and do this for every single one. We can do it for one and then just copy the effects. And now if you do need to come in here and change things a little bit, select the item you're working on, just click the effects button. And now you can change things up just a little bit, depending on how you need, how you want to make it look, to make it look a little bit better. You can come in here and change your opacity on like your highlights. If it may be too light, you can do that. And you can just edit each one individually if you need to. Okay. So that's how you make this 3D look. We can come in here now if you wanted to, and let's grab this little crescent maybe. Let's grab that, turn it, and let's make it white. And then go to effects and apply a gloss and blur. and just make this really, really blurred out so it looks like another shadow. Let's change that color to white. And then we can, you can move that around and place it wherever you need to give it just a little bit more look of the shadows or the highlights. And again, you can hit Alt and drag it and just put it in several different places to give a little bit more of that highlighted look. It's completely up to you, but this is how quick and easy you can make this puffy and inflated look. Okay. It doesn't have to take days to create this. It's so simple when you realize that you can do the effects on one item on your artboard and then just paste those effects onto the rest of the pieces you have here. Okay, now this is, like I said, we are working in Vector Studio. We were working with shapes here, and we were working with SVG files, okay? This isn't going to work. You're not going to be able to just bring an image in and create it that way, okay? It has to be, you're starting with, vector designs or vector curves and things like that, okay? Oh, now everything's going to hang up on me. Like I said, you have to start with vector designs, whether you draw them in and create them yourself, or whether you're bringing in vector designs, from other places. Either way, this is something that you have to do yourself. You can't just bring in a ready-made image and expect to get these effects from it, okay? We're working with individual vector shapes here to do this. Alrighty, guys. So if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. Thanks once again for watching. I always appreciate it. If you don't mind, take a second to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.